Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the most recent monthly release of World Trigger chapter 190. A lot of things has happened in the lead up to this chapter, including a welcomed announcement that the anime will return. So we've got one chapter review this month. I'm assuming because the creator was split between doing work to create content for the other channel. I'm taking on the advice and the comments below whenever I do a video, so I will try to make better edits in the future. At the moment I am working with a very basic laptop and my editing skills are basic at best. So hopefully they will improve in the future, but bear with me, hopefully we will start seeing a little bit more of that. In any case, let's get into this chapter review and we'll discuss the events and then some of the themes that I've noticed. So, the chapter itself, a lot happens, but to really get into where we are right now, we need to know where we've come from. So, bear with me now because I've made notes, because a lot has happened. I've made notes. So, I kind of want to go through the scene of events that kind of led up to this. So, there's 4 squads. There's Ninomoya squad, the Yuba squad, Tamokoma B, and Ikoma. It's a night event, so the other round A match has already happened, so this has a lot of pressure on Tamokoma B to succeed. Leading up to this chapter, there was a lot of pressure on Hughes and he got taken out. But in the process of being taken out, he also managed to defeat Ikoma and take him out of the equation. And at the same time, Yuba took out Satoshi Mizukami, the other member of the Ikoma squad. And basically they left down to 2 members and everyone else has got 3 because Hughes was also taken out. So that basically sets up this chapter. What at the beginning essentially happens of this chapter, Izumi of Tachikawa squad basically is talking to Kyosuke, saying, you know, what's your apprentices going to do? And he basically says they've got strategies, I'm sure they'll be fine. And we see a little bit of this strategy now. So the idea is what Tamokoma B want to do is they want to flush out the snipers so they can get the points. And they try doing that. You know, Yuma jumps off the building that they're at. Chika actually flushes out Toonaka, the member of the Yuba squad, who's their sniper, by essentially looking like you're going to set up a hound or an attack base move, forcing him to take a shot, but she had shield ready. And I really like that because this shows a growth in strategy from her point of view. So it makes her more formidable, and what it also does, it shows that she can start to take care of herself because she's being more strategic. This does flush Toonaka out, who wants to run, but is then, by escaping, caught by Oki from the Ikoma squad, who then wants to plan with Kai to flush out Obishima, who's chasing Kai and is damaged in the process, while Yuba is attacking Inukai from Ninomoya squad. There's so many names, I had to write this down because I butcher names. Sometimes I say a surname, sometimes I say a first name, so bear with me. So in the process of trying to deal with Obishima from Yuba squad, Ninomoya basically shoots at Oki. Him trying to evade and escape, gets caught by Tsuji, who takes Oki out of the equation. When then later on, Yuma joins the fray to fight against Obishima and Kai, and basically Kai gets taken out straight away by Obishima, so that point gets taken away. This kind of leads to a kind of conflict or a confrontation towards the end of the chapter, where it's Yuma versus Obishima, and it's going to be interesting how that turns out, because we've not too long ago, a few chapters ago, Obishima got owned by Yuma, and there's a specific mention in this chapter about range. I want to see how that comes into play in these next coming chapters and how she's going to deal with Yuma. At the same time, Inukai has been damaged by Yuba because of the way he shoots, his quick draw abilities, and basically Yuba squad now has 2 members, Tamokoma has 3, Ninomoya has 3, but Inukai is damaged. The way it's been set up is it's been set up in such a nice way that we can't help but think, or I can't help but think, that essentially the points are going to come down to the other members. So when I say the other members, when you think from battle strategy, you pick off the weak and hope to avoid the strong till you really need to, or you bail out. Now, it's been mentioned specifically in this chapter that Tamokoma B needs 2 more points to hit the second rank position to be able to go away, which ultimately means, realistically speaking, they're gonna have to face Ninomoya at some point. So let's kind of talk about now, like, the general themes of this chapter. So from a theme point of view, essentially we're seeing growth, but we're essentially having as well a clearing of the battlefield. We're getting all these easy points out the way for basically Tamokoma to show how much they've actually developed in this short period of time. They don't have the usage of Hughes, which ultimately means that the growth and the ability and getting the points has to come down to the original members of Tamokoma B. With that being said, is Yuma going to get this point against Obishima? I'd hope so. But if you take her out of the equation, let's just say Yuma beats her. Let's just say Obishima's been taken care of. They need 1 more point. Who can they really take this point from? They've got Yuba. I'm assuming he's going to take care of Inukai, so let's imagine that's been taken care of. Then you've got Ninomoya and you've got Tsuji. Now Ninomoya and Tsuji are always together, so they're like the ideal combos. So this is someone that, like, combination I could see, like Yuma with Hughes, Yuma with Chika if she's got more efficient, or maybe Yuma with Osamu down the line once he's more efficient and more deadly. He might not have as much volume because of lack of try-on, but this is kind of a good example of how an efficient combo should be. That being said, it's going to be very difficult to defeat them. So unless somewhat crazy happens where Yuma gets a last strike at the last minute and then defeats, Ninomoya that way, which is a stretch by every sense of the imagination, it's going to be difficult to get that final point if they get that point from Obishima. Because this way it's been set up, he's so handedly defeated within like seconds in the first chapter. Unless he does that exact same thing in a different way, he might struggle. And who's not to say Yuba's around the corner? I know they thought that maybe Osamu's around the corner for him as well. He might be. It's an honest strategy, and it's expected. But it is very tricky at this close stage of at the end. Really, the last kind of remnants of these squads are left. It is gonna get tricky. So, is it going to be another case of Chika bombarding? I don't know. But it's plenty of stuff to look forward to, plenty of stuff to get excited about. And I honestly hope and wish we get 2 chapters. I want 2 chapters next month because I really want to see how this ends leading into 2020, which we may finally get the expedition arc where we go to see other worlds and maybe get other triggers and maybe find out where Amatori's brother is. Maybe find out where the other member's brother is. Maybe find out what happened to Replica and so many other things. Obviously, Hughes wants to go back to his home country. Members, the Mivo wants revenge. There's so many different things that we're looking forward to, and that's only really going to kick off once we get past the B rank wars. It is coming to an end. Will it finish in the next 2 chapters? I'm really hoping so. Looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen in the next couple of chapters. Both snipers are taken out of the equation, so it's all out war now, and it's going to be close quarter battles. The only one that's really going to control the range at this point is going to be Ninomoya, potentially Obishima, but let's see what happens. I'm hoping it's not too difficult to defeat Obishima, so we can get into this revenge for Yuma versus Ninomoya, and then you've got the wild card of Yuba all thrown into the equation. So, exciting things. I'll see you next time. Peace!